Well, hello there. It's me, the Wolfman, again. Second episode. I think the kinks are worked out this time. I highly doubt that shit. But hey, it is what it is. The LFL Cone did a previous video. I have not posted it yet. I just realized that, promoting tonight's episode. Well, I'll post that before I post this, so forget what I just said. Forget that. Forget it. Here. I just erased your memory. Do you remember anything? Oh, you do? Here we go. Do you remember it now? Crap. Anyways, today's episode is going to be centered around bullying because a lot of our kids today are actually starting school this next week. If not, they've already started in the last month. Bullying is actually a big issue, a hot button issue actually in our school systems. Obviously, we all know that bullying is actually pretty bad and actually has caused a lot of issues, like school shootings, kids committing suicide because of it, and actually it's actually bled into the adult life of many people, and it actually continues on in the workplace. The asshole adults decide, hey, we're going to be bullies to the people who we deem lesser than us. So workplace bullying, and so on and so forth. Just like that, I guess. I clicked the wrong button there again. I guess, we'll start out with a personal story, and we'll just talk about bullying and how I believe we can actually stop bullying, or actually lessen the damage on our youth. When I was younger, I was actually a pretty heavy kid. Up until like the 5th grade, I was actually a pretty small kid, eager. I was actually pretty introverted kid throughout all school. 6th grade, I actually doubled my weight almost over the summer. Came to get picked on. Kids teased me about my teeth because they were the size of a frickin' rabbit. I looked like I had chiclets for teeth, front teeth. Seriously, if you've seen pictures of me, I'll post them online. I'll show you. Like I had the chiclets in my teeth. Got teased for that. I was teased for my weight. I was teased for everything because I was so awkward and introverted. I didn't really have that many friends. I was always bullied and just randomly picked on for no reason because my family was poor, and I didn't have everything everyone else had, and just because kids are stupid and ignorant toward other people, and just because they have something that others don't have, or just pick on the lesser, the weak, or they think they're weaker than that they are, just pick on them. I think it's a really stupid concept, really. And it still continues today that, that's why I think the kids are being picked on today because everyone, you gotta be a part of the popular crowd to actually fit in. That's a bunch of shit. You don't need to be popular to fit in. You don't need to dress a certain way to fit in. I think that's a bunch of shit. It's like, after a while, we gotta reimagine the educational system to make it so our kids are not ostracized or cast aside, and so we don't have these issues of kids going into our schools and shooting them up or going home and killing themselves because they're being picked on, and our teachers are not equipped enough to handle these kind of situations because they have so many. The classrooms are actually overcrowded. 20, 30 people or 20, 30 kids to one teacher is quite a bit for one person to undertake. Our schools are so overcrowded that way. I mean, we gotta really realize that our teachers are overwhelmed and underpaid to be worrying about all these other people's kids, and then the parents are putting so much pressure on the teachers to become a parent, a pseudo parent to the kids while they're in school for 8 hours, and that's a bunch of shit. As parents, we got to become less a friend to our kids and more of a parent, and that's where we're falling behind. Another thing that we could do as parents is to push for a uniform into school systems. A way to do that, and that would actually cut a lot of the bullying out. Everyone is on the equal ground there, and that actually would help. And that's actually helped in other countries cut down bullying. And it's actually cut down a lot of the ostracization of the children that are poorer than the others. You don't have to have the same uniform. I mean, there could be 3 or 4 different variations of the same uniform, but it actually would actually help. Kids, roll their eyes at you when you tell them, a uniform actually would be a good thing. It actually would. I mean, you can accessorize to your liking or whatever, but everyone want to be on the same level would actually help with the bullying. Another thing we could do as parents is actually pay attention to our fucking kids. I mean, seriously. Your kids, you sit them in front of a fucking TV and you say, here you go. Here's your bowl of fucking cornflakes. Pay attention to the TV. I do that a lot. I'm pretty bad at that myself. I don't pay as much attention as I should to my kids, but I'm trying my hardest. I'm still new at this. It's funny, but I have a 14-year-old, but I'm still fairly new at this whole full-time parent thing. But, if we pay more attention in our school system and actually get a grasp of what our teachers, our educational system is actually going through, we'd actually be able to cut down on the bullying and cut down on so much of the crap that our school system is going through. Teachers are, for what they're getting paid, they're being put through the ringer, and we don't actually see that. All of us see that as parents. They're not our babysitters. They're not there for our amusement. They're there to teach our youth, and they're trying their best to do so. Yeah, they're not built-in babysitters, people. I mean, come on, seriously. They're there to teach our youth to the best of their ability, and we send our kids with bad attitudes there, and they treat these teachers as if they're punching bags or they're idiots. I mean, come on now. They're doing the best that they can. They're teaching these little assholes, these little fucking butt weasels, everything they can, and these kids are just sitting there with fucking blank stares in their eyes because we're over-polluting them with useless Minecraft and video games when we're sending them at home. We're not teaching our kids anything when they're at home. We're just polluting their minds. Unpollute their minds, and when they go to school, they're actually going to learn something. That's the whole part of it. This is the whole bullying thing. We're creating bullies at home, and we're sending the bullies to school to bully the weak, as we say. The nerds, the ostracized, the poor, the frail. You know what I mean. We're giving the Neanderthals the weapons at home, the violent video games, the violent music, the violent movies. We're giving them all the ammunition that they need to go to the school and do every bit of harm that they can to the young. We're giving them every tool they need to beat on the younger, the smaller, the weaker. And we're not doing anything to stop it. So as a parent, we need to step up and realize this. But we're not going to do that because you know why? We're the United States and we don't think outside the box. We're so narrow-minded, and that's the way we always have been. But enough of me rambling on right now. I'm actually going to turn it over to a little advertisement from my good friend John Kennedy. Here you go. Just 1 second, please.
Hi, this is Rhino from BeardedRhino.com, maker of fine quality beard products. We're huge supporters of Al Falcone, Wolfman, and the voices that echo. For all you listeners out there, we have a special deal. 10% off anything on the website, thebeardedrhino.com. Just use the code Wolfman. Love you, Wolfman. Take it easy, brother.
Love you too, John. That was a little advertisement, so you know what? Go to beardedrhino.com. Hit him up with that 10% off. Wolfman. You know, he's got some good stuff. I've been wanting to try him. You know, sample, baby. Anyways, I'm going to hit you up with a little bit of dubstep music so I could take a water break. I got a little parched over here. I'm going to hit you guys up, and I'll be right back for more of my rambling about bullying, a little bit touchy subject here. 1 second, please. Welcome back. That water tasted really good, I'll tell you that much. I hope you guys really like that. It's called River Flows in You. It's a dubstep song. It's really mellow, I think. So to touch base back on some dubstep or some bullying, I really want to touch base on that. I think that bullying is a huge issue here in the United States. I really think it's an issue abroad as well in other countries, but it's really huge here in the United States, in the north and in the south here. I really think it's going to be really hard to really stop bullying as a whole, because no matter what we do, I mean, bullying stems from how we raise our children. Child abuse is a huge trigger. Child molestation, just there's so many triggers on how bullying is derived, how we teach our children. I don't know, bullying as a whole. There's really no good way to, or how we're going to adapt. I mean, we can put 4, 5, or 6 counselors in each school, and no matter what we do, there's going to be no way to stop it. Just as parents, we really got to be on top of our children, not like helicopter moms or dads. Just really got to know. We got to ask our children, are they okay? I mean, when they come home from school crying, we got to ask them, why are they crying? If there's kids picking on them, we got to know. We got to bring that up to the schools. I mean, there's going to be a lot of schools that will not be able to take control of the situation because the schools are way too big, have way too many kids in them. But as a whole, smaller communities like the community that my kids go to will be able to take control of them. But after a while, if more parents are involved in PTAs, on the student councils, the young children and the high schools are paying more attention to that, it will help. Over time, it'll start drowning out the bullying. We get more PSAs, more people talking about their bouts with bullying. People like myself going into schools and actually talking about it. I mean, people in high school don't want to hear about it. They'll just roll their eyes. Oh, we got another speaker coming in, or they're going to be speaking about what happened to them, or why they got bullied, or they bullied somebody before, they're reformed and all this stuff. Why are we wasting our time? Well, if you reach one person out of 100 people, that can change somebody's life right there. That's one person you saved. That's one person that's not going to go out and bully somebody in the workplace when they get older. And there's people that just get a kick out of bullying people. I don't understand that one bit. Why are you going to bully somebody? Why do you get kicks out of making somebody cry, making somebody feel bad about themselves, make somebody go home and just think about killing themselves? I don't get it. People struggle every day, getting up in the morning, getting dressed, and going out and doing their daily duties as a man, a woman, or a child, just as it is, and they don't need somebody else pouring their inadequacies onto them. It's the whole fact you're bullying because you hate yourself. That's what it is. You hate yourself for some godforsaken reason, but you're putting your hatred of yourself onto somebody else. That's what it is. You're a bully because you're an asshole. You hate yourself because you're an asshole, so you're going to put your assholeness on somebody else. They already have enough freaking problems, so why are you dumping your shit on them? Why? I don't know why. I did that when I was younger. I didn't know I was doing it. I was being bullied myself. I guess it was my way of paying it forward, so to speak. I can't apologize enough to the people I bullied. I don't know what to say. You don't know what to say as a former bully to the people you bullied. I'm sorry. I had my own body issues. I had my own issues going on at home. I was depressed. You you can't say it enough. You can't say sorry enough. Sometimes sorry is not enough. I mean, luckily for me, the people I bullied are great people. They're friends of mine now, and they understand we are young and stupid. But, now if I did that as an older person, if I went out to my workplace, if I had a job, I should say, went out to my workplace and bullied somebody, I deserve to be punched in the frickin' face. Honest to God. If anyone bullied me in my workplace, they deserve to be punched in the frickin' face. Throat punch Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll punch you in the fucking face if you're gonna bully me. It's a bunch of shit. If you're gonna bully my kids, I'm gonna tell my kid to punch you in the frickin' face. Straight up. Because no bully deserves to just go on and be a bully. If you're a bully, most likely your parent is a douchebag or an asshole themselves. Or they don't know you're a bully. And if you go up to some bully's parents and they just look you in the face and laugh at you, punch them in the fucking face. Teach them a lesson. I don't like violence, but I mean, seriously, if a parent laughs at you in the face, if you tell them their kid punched your kid and made them cry, gave them a bruise, a black eye, or whatever, it's going to piss you off, is it not? It's aggravating. As an adult, to see your kid crying and the other parent is just laughing at you in your face. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Your inner animal is going to come out and you're going to want to punch them in the frickin' face. It's simple as that. I don't know what else to say, really. Violence, like they say, 2 wrongs don't make a right. But sometimes you just want to take somebody by the throat, cock your fist back, and punch them right there. You can do it in your head all you want. Legally, no one can do that. Take that away from you. You step over that line, you deserve a little bit of trouble coming your way. But you don't really want to go down to the level of a bully. You want to be the higher person here. I mean, sometimes authorities are like, well, they're kids. Kids will be kids. I don't know what the fuck that means half the time. Kids will be kids. So, you're condoning violence because they're kids? They're under the age of 18, so kids can beat up kids? I don't get that. So, I can have 2 6-year-olds go gladiator in my backyard. As long as they're kids, that's fine. So, it's like cockfighting, but for kids? I don't get it. So you're condoning bullying. I don't get it. Explain that to me, please. Someone explain that to me. Yeah. Please explain that to me, somebody. When a cop tells you kids will be kids, there's nothing they can do about it. They can't go to juvie. They can't do anything about it. They can only talk to them. Okay. Keep them separated. Okay, this is a small area. How can we keep these kids separated? They're gonna come face to face sooner or later. I mean, kids have pretty small quarters, so to speak, and they forgive very easily, and then it happens again. And then parents get involved, anger happens, and then the parents start a fight. And then there's hatred there. Hatred is a very strong thing. But, So, let's get back to bullying. So, bullying as a whole comes from so many microcosms at home. Comes from self-hatred of the person who's the bullying. Comes from parenting, the educational system, the way they're raised. I mean, parents are probably bullied at one point, and they don't know how to raise their kids. They don't know how to function that way. It's just, how do we combat bullying when we can't raise our kids properly because we don't have the right tools. In the United States, we're not given the right tools. We're given the tools to raise combatants, not compassionate children. Let's raise war capital, not compassionate capital. See what I'm saying here? Let's raise ignorance, not intelligence. If our kids and the educational system was built better, where we could raise more intelligent kids and we can teach them that bullying is wrong. But right now, we're not worried about that. With intelligence comes the perception that bullying is wrong. And until we get to that point, the bullying will actually eclipse everything else, and then it'll get out of control, and then another school shooting will happen. It's bound to happen. We're going to have between 3 and 5 school shootings this year. Watch and see. And that's going to be bad because we're going to lose more of our youth. Youth that could have been something great to our country and to the world. All because we are more worried about other people, other countries, more than our own. Focus on ourselves, on our children, on our youth. They are the capital that we should be focusing on. Our microcosm. Snuff out bullying by giving the parents the tools, the abilities to teach their kids to be able to be home with their kids so they don't have to work 80, 60, 70, 80 hours a week just to be able to afford bread, jelly, and frickin' peanut butter put on their frickin' table. So they don't have to work their asses off to afford nothing. They have to work so much that their kids are being raised by other people, by the educational system that's actually lackluster. That's just my 5 cents. That's all it is. I did a lot of rambling this episode. I do apologize for that. Working out the kinks as normal, but I want to kick it back to John once more, just in case you missed that, and I'll be right back.
Hi, this is Rhino from BeardedRhino.com, maker of fine quality beard products. We're huge supporters of Al Falcone, Wolfman, and the voices that echo. For all you listeners out there, we have a special deal. 10% off anything on the website, thebeardedrhino.com. Just use the code Wolfman. Love you, Wolfman. Take it easy, brother.
Okay. Well, I thank you guys all for tuning in today. I hope you guys listen all the way through this. I just want you guys all to know bullying is bad. I don't believe in violence. I believe in intelligence solves everything. Violence solves nothing. Once again, next week, I'm not sure what the episode will be about, but tune in then. Until next time, I love all you guys, and remember, got potatoes.